What's up, guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at some of the swing trade entries that I took last week, kind of show you how they're doing. And then I'm going to show you a solar green energy SPAC that I've been watching that I think is going to be a great stock moving forward. So let's jump right in. Alright guys, so first things first, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed stockbroker. Always do your own research and do your own due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, hit all so you can stay up to date. I post new videos every day. And then if you get any value, like the video, helps the YouTube algorithm and I really appreciate it. But again, one more thing, thank you guys so much for everybody that's been subscribing. Like seriously, you have no idea how much it means to me. It's amazing. So, and then there's a link down in the description to my Patreon account. Come join the family. I'd love to have you. You get, access to the private Discord where we can talk stocks. I send out buy and sell notifications every time I buy or sell a stock, every time I enter into a swing trade, any alerts or anything like that. And then you'll also have links to 3 different portfolios that I've got over there. And then I'm also adding a value portfolio this week, so you can check those out. And then last thing, there's a link down in the description to my Webull account. You set up an account, you deposit $100, you get some free stocks. I get a free stock, so it helps support the channel, and I appreciate it. So, but let's jump in. So first thing we're going to look at today is I'm going to go over a couple of the swing trade entries that I sent out last week to the Patreon, so you can kind of see how I'm doing on those. And then we're going to take a look at the SPAC that I want to go over today, which is STPK Energy acquisition, which is merging with STEM. I love it. I think it's going to be an amazing company. So let's jump in. So the first one I'm going to go over with you just real quick is BFT. So I sent out a notification on let's see, I can't remember. It was one day last week. It was like Thursday of last week. I ended up getting in on BFT at 14.59. So we are doing pretty well. We're up almost $1 so far. We'll see how this one ends up. The next one that I entered and I sent out was BNGO. I got in on BNGO at 691. So we're doing really well on that one. Hopefully this doji right here isn't going to turn us into a reversal, but I think it's looking pretty good. We're getting some up curl on the MACD. Looks like our moving averages are starting to curl up. But but this is the reason why I'm showing you guys these, is because this is the value of being over at the Patreon. I also sent out a swing trade entry on ACIC. Last week I got in at 10.30, so we're up almost $1 on that one as well. I sent out my price target, my entry, and my stop. So if you want stuff like that, come join me at the Patreon. You'll have access to all that. But now let's jump in. So this is the company we're taking a look at today. So STEM is merging with STPK Energy acquisition, ticker symbol STPK. I have owned this stock for a while now. I really like this. I'm glad that it got beat down to levels that it has been. In the last couple of weeks, these EV companies, these solar energy companies, these green companies, these growth stocks have been getting pulverized. And I don't think that it's it's a fault of their own. In most cases, I think it was just a normal, healthy market correction. And so pretty much what these guys do is they're not the solar company. They're not the charging company. They are the energy storage company. So I'll read this to you real quick. STEM provides solutions that address the challenges of today's dynamic energy market by combining advanced energy storage solutions with Athena, a world-class artificial intelligence powered analytics platform. STEM enables customers and partners to optimize energy use by automatically switching between battery power, on-site generation, and grid power. STEM solution helps enterprise customers benefit from a clean, adaptive energy infrastructure and achieve a wide variety of goals, including expense reduction, resilience, sustainability, environment and corporate responsibility, and innovation. STEM also offers full support for solar partners interested in adding storage to standalone, community, or commercial solar projects, both behind and in front of the meter. So they pretty much have a turnkey AI. Here, I'll just show you here. So they've got three parts of their business. They've got the hardware and network integration, which is it accounts for 10 to 30% gross margin, which is really nice. Then they've got their AI, software part of the business, which is an 80% gross margin, and it's got a 100% attach rate due to like 10 to 20 year contracts, which is nice. I used to sell pest control as a 1-year contract, like $400 a year, super easy. But I had some buddies that sold solar, and it was a 5-year contract. And so, any type of solar or any type of solar is going to be a longer term contract like that, which is nice. And then they've got their SaaS platform, which is another 80% gross margin, which also is contract driven, but it's also a reoccurring revenue model. A couple of things here. So essentially, STEM, they see the market as a 25x growth opportunity, the energy storage market, and they're looking at an addressable market of $1.2 trillion. That is a huge market, that they have access to. Now, the revenue is what I really like, because they did $33 million in revenue for 2020. That will actually increase by 345% to $147 million in 2021. And then over the next 5 years, their revenue is going to increase by 2,700% to $944 million. So they're actually going to experience triple-digit growth rates in 2021 and 2022, and then in 2023 it'll drop down to like 69%, or 66%, which is still nice. The other thing is the EIA, which is like the Energy Institution Association or something like that. They're pretty much saying by 2050, energy consumption of renewables will more than double, and it'll make up 42% of electricity generation, which is huge. I mean, in the next 29 years, 42% of our energy is going to be renewable. It's not even close to that right now. A couple of things here. They've also, there's a ton of Fortune 500 companies out there like Walmart, Amazon, that have pledged to do like 100% renewable, reduce their carbon footprint. And then STEM has current partnerships with like Dominion Energy, Duke Energy, and then a lot of huge U.S. companies like Apple, Walmart, Amazon, which is nice when they've got big backing like that. So a couple of things here. I will link this investor presentation down below so you can check it out. But there is a couple things I wanted to show you on here. Look at this this revenue growth on these charts right here. I mean, 33 million to 147 million to 315 million, 526, 748, 944, all the way up to 1.1 billion in 2026. That is huge revenue growth year over year. They're actually looking at 81% compounded annual growth rate from 2020 to 2026. That's massive. That is massive. Even their gross margin, is looking pretty good. If you look down here, let's see here. Their revenue growth year over year, 94%, 348%, 115%, 67, 42, 26, and 24. And then their gross margin as well. Their gross margin's even getting better and better every year. 12% to 16 to 26 to 32 to 35 to 38 to 41. And then their EBITDA margin looks like they're going to achieve profitability in 2022. Then they're going to start getting positive free cash flow in 2023. So this company's got a massive opportunity for growth. I like this company way better than ChargePoint, Blink, a couple of those other guys. Look at this, 88% of forecasted 2021 revenues are from executed contracts already. I also saw another thing in here that said that their, let's look, it's up at the top. It said that, right here, transaction fully finances all forecasted growth. So they've already got enough, they're financed. They've already got money for their future growth. They're not going to have to raise capital. And I'm not saying that they won't raise capital, because they very well could, especially if the stock price gets way up there. Most smart CEOs do raise money when their stock price goes up like that. But with that being said, I think that this company is a huge player in their industry. They also have 75% market share in California, which is one of the largest storage markets in the US. So that's huge there for them. But yeah, I will link this presentation down in the description. You should definitely go check these guys out. Really, really cool stuff in here. It kind of shows their direct sales partners, their distributors. They've got a lot of really good information in here that if you want to invest in this company, you should definitely take a look at. Again, guys, I love this company. I owned it clear back in beginning of January, done very well with it, and I'm really pumped that it got beaten down in the last couple of weeks to the levels that it's at right now. If we take a look at the chart, like I said, I got in originally around like 25 bucks. And then it had a real nice run up, pullback, run all the way up, and it hit like 51 bucks at a high, and then closed, on this 4-hour chart at, let's see, 49.97. And so just to get back up to previous highs, you're looking at 82%. Growth just to get back there. You'll probably run into some resistance right here on this gap, maybe at the 50-day or the 20-day moving average. Now you are kind of seeing some down curl in your moving averages. The trend's still in a downtrend. It broke the trend line. And then, your MACD still curling down. I would probably wait for a much stronger confirmation back up towards the upside. You want to see something close up here above this candle, and, ideally close above one of the moving averages. But I think if you plan on holding this stock long term, 2, 3, 4, 5 years out, it will do very well. This is what I think is going to happen. I think that the EV market, the growth stocks, the SPACs, they were going absolutely bonkers the last few months, running up at multiples that were just absolutely insane. Then this big pullback happened and just literally gobbled up everybody's profit that they made on all their growth stocks and their EVs. Honestly, back a few months ago, back in November, December, January, it was easy to make money in the stock market. You could pretty much buy anything and make money with it. And I think that this big correction showed everybody that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. And so I don't think you're going to see these EV companies rebound as fast as they went up to their highs beforehand. I think it's going to be more steady, consistent growth because people are treading a little bit more lightly. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, who knows? Nobody knows. But I do think that you will see this stock get back up to the previous high of around 50. I would like to say by the end of the year, but I will say within middle of 2022, you should see it back up around 50. But who knows? The vote could come out, they could vote on it, the vote could go through, the merger could be confirmed, and it could pop up to 50, no problem. I do think that this stock is undervalued when you start looking at SBE, ChargePoint, and Blink, and those other companies. And so I do think that this stock gives you a great opportunity for really nice gains if you're patient. You probably will have some stomach churning moves, moving forward. This is a growth stock. It's not a slow and steady, type stock. You can see here, boom, big pop up, and then, big sell off, run up. So again, I love this stock. I will be adding more shares. I like this level down here. I'm probably going to wait for a little bit more confirmation back up towards the upside, just because I want to be a little bit more conservative. But again, it all just depends on what you want to do. Like I said in my last video, you're either a trader or you're an investor. In this company, I'm an investor. Some of those swing trades I took, I am a trader. So define that, make sure you know what you're investing in. Go check out the investor presentation. But that's it for today, guys. If there's any questions, put them down in the comments. Let me know what you think about Star Peak Energy. I really like it. I think STEM's an amazing company. I think they are going to absolutely kill it. And then if there's any tickers you want me to cover, put them down in the descriptions. I'd love to cover them. Come join me at the Patreon. I'd love to have you part of the family. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.